it hit me in the head so hard that I fell over on the sofa. Really I felt like I must have been shot.
A recent revelation sent shockwaves through the entire internet. Sharon Stone recently discovered that her whole life has been a lie, leading up to this moment. She is herself stunned by the magnitude of this discovery, and is not afraid to cut ties for it.
I think my will to survive was strong because of many of the things I went through prior to this.
What could she have possibly discovered? And what changes would this news effect in her life? Let's find out as we dive into how Sharon Stone cuts all ties after shocking DNA results reveal her true mother. Descended from royalty. On the Season 11 episode of Finding Your Roots that aired on January 28, 2025, actor and former fashion model Sharon Stone made a shocking discovery about herself and her lineage, and it changed everything for her. Stone discovered that she actually is descended from royal stock. But, as if having royalty in your bloodline was not impressive enough, imagine having roots stemming from the first king of Rome. Yeah, that is Stone's reality now. After discussing the paper trail of her parents' bloodline, the host of the show, Dr. Henry Louis Gates Jr., made the revelation to Stone that her line of heritage from her father's paternal line extended back over 1,000 years to medieval times. This makes Charlemagne the Great Auteur 38th great-grandfather. Charlemagne the Great is often referred to as the father of Europe, and according to Dr. Gates, he is one of the most important people in history. His coronation was a monumental moment in history, as he was the king of the Franks, and he was also the first crowned emperor of the Holy Roman Empire in the year Right 100, over 1,000 years before Stone was even born. However, Stone's ancestry is blessed with more than Charlemagne's blood. No, it also contains the blood of additional kings. Her ancestry contains the blood of 2 French kings, making her bloodline a one-of-a-kind royal line. The news was shocking and overwhelming to the Oscar winner. After hearing the news, Stone noted that should anyone ever want to see someone whose mind was completely blown, all they had to do was look at her. She also continued to stare in awe at the picture of Charlemagne. The episode did not reveal only the royal side of her ancestry. She also had multiple revelations about her family history, including her DNA test, which revealed she was 43% Scottish. According to her, before the episode, she believed her ancestors were almost exclusively Irish, which Gates concluded could be a result of a migration of Scottish people to Ireland, known as Scotch-Irish people. In sharp contrast with the royal lineage in her distant bloodline, her parents did not grow up with financial fortitude. Her mother, Dorothy Larson, was born in 1933 in rural Pennsylvania, in extreme poverty. Dorothy Larson's parents, Stone's grandparents, could only afford a 2-room house for their 5 children. Stone's noted that there wasn't time or moments to even think about the fact that there were people before them. There was not the luxury of imagining who were your ancestors, Stone explained to Gates. She continued, stating that it is so important to know who your people are, and she was really excited to be able to find out about something like that. Her mother, Larson, grew up surrounded by tragedy, with her twin dying at birth due to malnourishment, and one of her sisters being struck and killed by a drunk driver, according to Stone. She also grew up with rickets and scurvy, and at age 9, moved in with their local dentist to live as their maid. With hardship on her mother's side, her father's upbringing also had unfortunate circumstances. Her paternal grandfather, Joseph Stone, died from heart disease, leaving his wife with no inheritance. Stone expressed that she probably inherited her father's work ethic, who was a tool and die maker. Stone herself battled career challenges, including a bounce back from a life-threatening stroke. She explained that it is so grounding to find out about the good and the bad of it all. She noted that finding your ancestry is important because then you can just see yourself and go, "Oh, this is what I'm made of." Finding out that you come from royalty, age-long royalty, is life-changing news to just about anyone that would hear it. However, Sharon Stone has always carried herself as royalty in her royalty. How has she done this in her career? A dignified career. After finishing high school, Stone had started to land the top prize in beauty pageants. She was also on the receiving end of a writing scholarship to the University of Pennsylvania, and there she majored in creative writing and fine arts. Although one thing was obvious, her real love was acting. As a child, she performed plays in her parents' garage to entertain the neighbors and used her beauty pageant money to hire an acting coach to help her hone her craft. In 1977, Stone moved to New York, and it was there that she signed with the Ford agency and became one of the firm's top models, most memorably in the Charlie perfume ads. Her high-flying career took a dip, however, after an injury incurred while horse riding left her with a scar on her neck. But still, she was destined for great things. Her movie break came just 3 years later, when Woody Allen cast her in Stardust Memories. Although it was only a fleeting appearance, it was a start. Her career took a remarkably long time to germinate, however. Most of the 1980s was taken up with a series of forgettable parts, including Richard Chamberlain vehicle King Solomon's Mines. She later described her performance in the film as a bad hairdo running through a jungle. However, it wasn't until she played Arnold Schwarzenegger's wife in Total Recall that Hollywood really started to sit up to her immense talent and take notice. Another pivotal moment in her career was her decision to pose nude for Playboy magazine at the age of 32. By the time she was cast in the role of Catherine Trammell in 1992 Basic Instinct, she was well and truly on the Tinseltown radar. Once Stone had shored up her bankability with a couple of conventional movies, including the romantic thriller Sliver and The Specialist, in which she shared a shower scene with Sylvester Stallone, she decided it was time for a new challenge, so she turned her hand to producing. The Western movie, The Quick and the Dead, had her starring as a female gunfighter alongside legendary actors like Gene Hackman and Leonardo DiCaprio. But the project encountered some difficulties, and in those moments that the project ran into difficulties, she paid half of Leo's wages out of her own salary. The movie that put her on the map as a seriously talented actress was Martin Scorsese's classic gangster flick Casino. As mobster's Mole Ginger, Stone eclipsed everyone, including the film's stunning 1960s and 1970s period clothing, winning a Golden Globe Award and an Oscar nomination for her performance. Hollywood is a place obsessed by youth, and for most actresses, as the years roll on, the parts dry up. But Sharon Stone remained in the limelight. She has, after all, received 4 Golden Globe nominations, including one in 1999 for her performance in The Muse. It's not just on the big screen where Sharon has found success, as the actress won an Emmy Award for her guest role in The Practice back in 2004, where she played Sheila Carlisle, an attorney who believed she was able to speak to God. Stone hit the highest heights any actor or actress could hit. And then, life happened. She had to take a break from acting, and this did not just affect her personal life. Her financial life also took a massive hit. How did all of these play out? Forced out of the game. Sharon Stone has always spoken openly about how Hollywood turned its back on her following a life-threatening stroke over 2 decades ago. According to The Hollywood Reporter, THR, the then superstar actress suffered a massive stroke in 2001, that resulted in a 9-day brain hemorrhage. Speaking at an event, the then 65-year-old actress revealed the depth of her struggle. According to her, she recovered for 7 years, and she hadn't had jobs since. When it first happened, she did not want to tell anybody because, as she noted, if something goes wrong with you, you're out. She pointed out that something went wrong with her, and she has been out for 20 years. She noted that she hasn't had jobs, and at one point in her life, she was a very big movie star. In a 2015 interview, she elaborated on the lasting impact the stroke had on her career. She noted that she lost her place in the business. She used to be one of the hottest movie stars. Trying to get her point across, she made a Princess Diana reference. According to her, "It was like Miss Princess Diana and I were so famous, and she died. And I had a stroke, and we were forgotten." The actress went on to describe the brutal reality of Hollywood's unforgiving nature. Stone remarked that once you find yourself at the back of the line in your business, as she did, you then have to figure yourself out all over again. In a deeply personal revelation, Stone shared that the infamous scene from Basic Instinct was later used against her in a devastating custody battle over her son, Rowan. Speaking on The Table for Two with Bruce Bozzi podcast, she disclosed that she lost custody of her child. She opened up about the experience, saying that the judge asked her child if he knew his mother made sex movies. She noted that it was abuse, the fact that they questioned the kind of parent she was because of her role in that movie. Because of her stroke, her finances also took a very big hit. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, the iconic actress detailed the financial strain she endured after suffering a stroke in 2001. She revealed that she had $18 million saved because of all the success she had achieved. But when she got back into her bank account, it was all gone. Stone revealed that people took advantage of her in her weakest moments because they thought that she was going to pass away. She noted her refrigerator, her phone, and everything else was in other people's names. She also had zero money. Despite the major setback, Stone said she chose to move forward. She decided to stay present and let go. She decided not to hang on to being sick or to any bitterness or anger. Why? Because according to her, if you bite into the seed of bitterness, it never leaves you. But if you hold faith, even if that faith is the size of a mustard seed, you will survive. Sharon Stone has continued to carry herself with grace, despite everything that has been thrown her way. She also had a chance to return to our screens with Blake Lively, but that did not go through. Only one question ran through the mind of every fan. Why? The truth behind the veil. According to credible sources, Sharon Stone did not have an official role in Another Simple Favor. The sources noted that the Hollywood legend had not been promised a part in the movie. The iconic actress left fans stunned when she revealed a surprising link to the A Simple Favor sequel amid the ongoing speculation about tension that existed between the lead stars Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick. She revealed that she loved being cast and removed from her role unexpectedly for no reason at all. According to her, she really loved it. She made her dissatisfaction known when she commented under an E! News Instagram post discussing the headlines that surrounded the movie. The Oscar nominee's alleged casting in the Paul Feig-directed comedy thriller had not previously been reported on. Now, movie insiders revealed that the actress was never actually cast in any role for the flick. According to the insider, Stone was circling a role for the film, and though she thought she all but had it. However, she did not have it. She spoke with Paul Feig about doing something for the film, but nothing came from their initial communication. The insider added that as things go sometimes in Hollywood, people always tell each other that they should meet for lunch, and then they never do. So this was a situation where they talked, but nothing was promised from Paul's side. The insider noted that Paul thinks Stone is great and would like to potentially work with her in the future, but in that case, they never struck a deal. The source acknowledged that Stone may have incorrectly believed that a part was in the bag, as they continued that she thought differently. And as the movie went on, she never heard back. Nothing was signed, so a bunch of miscommunications is what the true deal is. There was no ill intention to hurt her feelings. The insider noted that the film simply went down a different path, which meant her potential involvement no longer came into play. The insider also revealed that Paul in the film just moved in a different direction. And as we see now, Stone had a different idea on how everything was meant to work out. The source added, wires were crossed, and that is why they found themselves in the situation they were in, having her think she had something she actually didn't 100% have. The embattled movie was hit with controversy in the lead-up to its release, amid claims of a feud between leading actresses Blake and Anna. The film's director made efforts and tried to shut down any reports of tension between stars during the premiere at SXSW Film Festival. When a YouTube star claimed on X that Blake was terrified to walk the red carpet with Anna, Paul quickly and concisely quashed the allegation, replying that the YouTuber was wrong. At the premiere, both actresses walked the red carpet separately, as is the usual practice. When asked about working with Anna again, Blake described her co-star as the best. However, when Entertainment Tonight asked Anna a similar question, she refused to get involved in any drama resulting from the lawsuits filed by Blake and her It Ends With Us co-star and director Justin Baldoni, answering with a cryptic, "Oh, you know," before walking away to take a selfie with a fan. In a red carpet interview with Variety, Anna further feigned ignorance about the controversy. Turning to the backdrop, she continued, "But I hear the movie is amazing." Another simple favor reunites Blake's character Emily and Anna's character Stephanie Smothers from the hit 2018 film. This time, they are traveling to Italy for Emily's wedding to a wealthy Italian businessman. Somehow, amid all the wedding preparations, murder and betrayal are also on the to-do list. Having been forgotten by an industry that once celebrated her, Stone decided not to let it get to her. Instead, with her head held high, she continues to carry herself with regal authority, one that Charlemagne would be proud of. What else has she been up to? A proud mother. Sharon Stone is perfectly happy with the men she has in her life. Her 3 sons, Quinn Kelly, Laird Vaughn, and Rowan Joseph. She noted that it was a very good period of her life and that she was happy. The actress, then 60, told People after speaking at the Marie Claire Power Trip, an annual summit that empowers women in business. The Mosaic actress attended the event, held at a private retreat outside of San Francisco, to speak on the topic, Power Your Legacy, following your instincts to kill it in Hollywood. Her advice to everyone was to follow their instincts not just in business, but in their family life too. She revealed that she had lived in the same house for over 25 years, and she felt happy waking up in her house with her kids. According to her, her kids were at a wonderful age, where they did not need to have a nanny living with them anymore. She noted that she could wake up on a Saturday and head downstairs, and they would be playing, so everyone would just hang out. She highlighted some of the events she participated in with her children, and they included swimming, playing basketball, and watching movies. According to her, her family had such a lovely family dynamic. She says she's grown a lot to reach this point as a single parent. It takes work, and time and years and effort, she noted. The trauma she suffered from a brain aneurysm in 2001 remains with her today, as does the memory of her very public custody battle over her eldest son, Rowan, in 2008. Following her divorce from her second husband, newspaper executive Phil Bronstein, she revealed that she learned so much from having been so ill and regaining the gratitude for the simple things, for being able to see, for being able to talk, and for being able to walk. She revealed that she was ashamed that it took something so big for her to see all of those blessings. However, she was really ashamed of herself. She lost everything: her marriage, her career, her kids, everything. She acknowledged that motherhood does not come easily, but it came lovingly to her by angels. She revealed that whenever an individual decides to take on the big adventure of being a single parent, they don't know what it's going to be like. It gets overwhelming, according to Stone. Acknowledging the help she was getting, she revealed that her hair was still going down the drain in the shower, and the entire development was a lot. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Also check out another interesting video by clicking on the video shown on your screen. See you on the other side.